The pain was still written across her face. Yet there was a beautiful sparkle in her eyes as she held her newborn child in her arms. It is an unforgettable picture. Many of us have witnessed a moment like this, or at least heard someone describe it. Only moments before, there had been pain, tears, and exhaustion, and then suddenly everything was overshadowed by joy, gratitude, and overwhelming love. The pain had not disappeared, but it had been overcome by something far greater. Today's Bible impulse describes a similar moment. Through the prophet Isaiah, God gives the people of Israel an incredible promise. Their time in exile would not last forever. God had not forgotten them. One day he would bring them home again, and Isaiah describes what that day will be like. The redeemed of the Lord will return. They will enter Zion with singing. Everlasting joy will crown their heads. Gladness and joy will overtake them, and sorrow and sighing will flee away. What an extraordinary promise. God never ignores our pain. He sees every tear. He knows every disappointment, every loss, and every season of waiting. But he also declares that suffering will never have the final word. A day is coming when joy will be greater than every sorrow we have ever known. This promise reaches far beyond Israel's return from exile. It points to God's ultimate purpose for all who belong to Him. Our lives also include seasons of waiting, disappointment, and grief. There are times when it is hard to imagine that real joy could ever return. Yet God promises a future where sorrow and sighing will be gone forever. That is the hope on which we build our lives, not because we deny the reality of suffering, but because we trust a God who makes all things new. He does not simply change our circumstances, He transforms our hearts. Fear gives away the confidence. Tears are replaced with joy, loneliness becomes belonging, and wandering finally ends in homecoming. Those who walk with God live with this hope. They know that the darkest day is never the end of the story. God's purpose is not suffering, it is joy, not despair but life. One day we will experience that joy with the same overwhelming emotion as a mother holding her newborn child for the very first time. Every struggle will be behind us, and we will finally see that God has kept every one of His promises. His everlasting joy will outshine every tear we have ever cried.